Hi guys, welcome to Mariah's channel, Your Power. Today I wanted to talk about feeling guilty after saying no to someone close to you and them guilt tripping you, them making you feel bad, and then you and yourself end up shrinking. So we're going to talk about that today, and just kind of those feelings of guilt even after, we've asked ourselves, is this something that I want to do? Is this kind of like with boundaries, right? With boundaries, if you say, like, this is something that I'm not okay with, and someone makes you feel guilty for setting that boundary, or someone makes you feel guilty because you don't want to say yes to them anymore. You don't want to join whatever they're doing anymore. When setting boundaries, we get a lot of backlash from the people who are closest to us. They want us to act a certain way. They want us to, fit into their mold because it benefits them. When you say yes to someone all the time, that benefits them because as human beings, we just tend to naturally be selfish by nature. But when we start to say no, and that no is used against us in an almost abusive way of, well, you're not a good friend if you don't say yes to me, or you're not a good daughter, or you're not a good whatever son or husband, or whatever it is, we have to be strong enough in ourselves to know who we are and to know what our standards are, what our values are, what our boundaries are. That way, when people come to us and try to guilt trip us for not doing what they want us to do, for not being a doormat for them, when we choose to not be what they want us to be and we be strong, then we have our own backs. We stand firm in our beliefs. That is where strength is built. And when you are strong like that, no one can come and push you down. No one can make you feel guilty. But typically, when individuals feel guilty or experience shame after they set a boundary, after they say no to something, it's typically because they somehow identify themselves with being bad, or they identify themselves with almost this idea that they are in control of the other person's emotions, and that if they say no, that they're somehow rocking the boat. Well, my advice for you today is you rock that boat, because we have to put ourselves first. If we don't put ourselves first, no one else is going to. So you have to put yourself first, and let your no mean no, let your yes mean yes, let your maybe mean maybe. When you tell someone yes on the outside, but on the inside your body is screaming no, you are choosing to not listen to yourself, which will turn into disrespecting yourself. Because when we don't listen to ourselves, we're telling ourselves what you have to say is not important. What they have to say is more important than what you have to say, because you somehow believe that you are in control of their emotions, that it's your job to take care of them. It's your job to make them happy. It's your job to please them. That's not the truth. It can't be your job. And not only is it not one's job to take care of someone's happiness, it's actually not even possible. Because no matter what we could do, we could say no or yes a million times to everyone's desires, and still then someone could still be unhappy. So that is coming from a place of experience in myself, of trying so hard to please someone. In fact, I even thought it was my purpose. For the longest time, I thought it was my purpose to make people happy. And I think to some extent it plays into my dream of wanting to be, a life coach and a motivational speaker. I want people to live their best lives, but it should never be at my own happiness. It should never be making them happy over listening to what I need. So I have to have myself in check, making sure that I'm listening to myself. And another thing too is when we say yes to someone, but inside we're saying no, our bodies feel that. And it's pretty bizarre, that feeling inside. Our bodies start to think that we're not worth listening to. And that causes a lot of pain. Internal pain. It can even cause anxiety and depression if you continue to please others and put others over your own well-being. So take care of yourself. Remember that it is not your job to please others. It is not your only job to please others. It is your job to be yourself, to be your natural self, and to allow that to flow how it flows. And with that, I leave you, and thank you for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment below when you have ever said yes to someone, but inside your body was telling you no. Or when you felt guilty because someone tried to guilt trip you for setting a boundary. I want all that in the comments below. I want to know your stories and know your experiences so you guys can, we can chat down below. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.